double circulation. That's what we are going to discuss today in our video. Welcome back to Nafis Learner Zone. Okay, what is double circulation? So circulation, yesterday we have watched my video. I hope that what different components of transportation system you studied about, which is the airport, vehicle or whatever. In the sense you learnt about the blood, you learnt about the heart, lungs, arteries, veins, everything introduction you got. So now how the circulation takes place inside our body, so that is known as double circulation. Why it is known as double circulation? That's a question. Or the circulatory system completely you have to explain. It's a very important question for your board exam point of view. So what is that? Let's discuss in detail in this video. So the first thing is why it is known as double circulation. Let us understand, then we will go for detail. Double circulation means here when the blood is transported throughout the body, it reaches the heart twice. The heart, I told you, like it's a petrol station, a pumping station. So to the heart, the blood reaches twice in one cycle. In one cycle, it reaches twice. So it is known as double circulation. To understand it still more easily, we can divide the circulation into two different types. One is known as pulmonary circulation and the second is systemic circulation. So if you study these two types in detail, then you'll get what is double circulation. So first is what is pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation means it's a circulation of blood between heart and the lungs. As you know already that the oxygen reaches the lungs, and from the lungs to take that oxygen, blood reaches the lungs, right? So let's start from there. As blood carries oxygen from the lungs, that oxygen will be carried to the heart, okay, via pulmonary vein. Remember, pulmonary vein carry blood which is rich in oxygen, means it has taken oxygen from the lungs, so that is rich in oxygen, so we call that blood as oxygenated blood. So oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart, it passes from the pulmonary vein, then it comes to the right auricle or atrium. Okay, from the right atrium, that's the chamber. So I forgot to mention, there are, you know that there are four chambers of heart, right? There are four chambers of heart, that is, it is divided into left and right, and the topmost chambers are called as atriums, or even we call it as auricles, and the bottom chambers are called as ventricles. Okay, so we have four chambers: left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. You can check out here. So these are the chambers. So what happens is blood from the lungs come through the pulmonary vein, enters into the right atrium or right auricle. From there, through the wall, it comes down to right ventricle. Okay, in the right ventricle, the blood will be pumped. Okay, the blood will be pumped. When the heart contracts, the blood comes out through the largest artery of our body. The largest artery is aorta. Okay, so aorta takes the blood to the different parts of the body. Okay, there the systemic circulation starts. Pulmonary is not completed yet. Let's hold it. Again, we'll come to that. So as the aorta takes the oxygenated blood from the heart, it takes to the different parts of the body. So through the different parts of the aorta again divides into the arteries. Remember, arteries are the blood vessels which carry blood, oxygenated blood, except the pulmonary artery. Okay, except the pulmonary artery, all other arteries carry oxygenated blood. Yes, pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. Okay, so oxygen blood as it taken through the arteries, then further again you know that arteries divide into still smaller blood vessels, very minute blood vessels which enters into the tissues. They are known as capillaries. Okay, capillaries, the branching, the artery is branched when it reaches the particular organ, particular tissue. It branches through the capillaries, and through the capillaries the blood reaches to the particular site where the oxygen is required. Suppose if I need energy to this hand, then at this hand, you know, there are a lot of blood vessels you can check out on with your hands. So the arteries which carry oxygenated blood then further divide into smaller vessels, that is capillaries, reaches the particular site where the oxygen has to be used to break the glucose and give you energy. That is respiration. What is that? Watch my another video on respiration, which is there, you can find out from the playlist. Okay, so there the work of the oxygen is over. What next? As the oxygen is used for the breakdown of glucose, you know the reaction of respiration. Hope you have watched that video where glucose is broken down in presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide, water, and energy. We know that energy is used. So along with that, what are the byproducts? Carbon dioxide and water. Where does it go? So carbon dioxide, how does it get transported? Now we are going to discuss that. Okay. And remaining what is water, that we are going to discuss in the next topic about excretion. In a few more days, you can wait for that. So now carbon dioxide, you know that the vehicle which has carried the blood, which carried the oxygen, their function is over. It has dropped its passenger now at particular point, say to my hand, it dropped. Now the cab is vacant, so there are no passengers. But you know that the reaction has given out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide wants to go somewhere. It actually wants to go to the foreign. It wants to go out of the body, and our body also wants it to pull out, push it out, as it is very harmful for our body that carbon dioxide should be expelled out or exhaled out. So how there are no lungs there at my hand, it has to reach the lungs, it has to come to the airport. How does it come? You know, already we have a vacant cab there, the blood. So in the blood the carbon dioxide comes in, it gets into the plasma. The plasma is another part of the blood. Okay, you are getting each part in different videos, but next video you are going to get every part and its function about the blood, lymph, and many other different functions we are going to discuss in the next video. So carbon dioxide comes into the blood. Now this blood is known as deoxygenated blood. Okay, means there is no oxygen here, oxygen has been removed, so this is deoxygenated blood, remember. Okay, and the previous one was oxygenated. You know that it's symbolically it presented in your books and videos as blue blood, and oxygenated blood is presented as red blood. So it doesn't mean in reality completely blue blood will be there. No, that blood also will be almost red only in color. Only thing is carbon dioxide will be present to symbolify that the blue color will be shown. Okay, don't get confused. You may get a question something like when you cut your hands or somewhere, when accidentally your hands or somewhere you got a cut, only red blood comes out. The blue blood you haven't seen. Even I haven't seen in these many years. That's because there is no blue blood in our body, right? Octopus has, we don't have. Okay, so that deoxygenated blood through the veins. Now as I told you, oxygenated blood is carried by arteries, deoxygenated blood is carried by veins. So from my hand even there are veins, so these veins carry the deoxygenated blood from my hand to the heart. How? Through the, it enters to the left atrium. Okay, enters to the left atrium, and pulmonary vein enters to the left atrium, and from the left atrium it comes down to the left ventricle. So deoxygenated blood comes back to the heart. Now that deoxygenated blood has to be pumped outside, as they lost their fuel, so they came back to the pumping station, and here again it has to be pumped. The systemic circulation completed. So systemic circulation started from the aorta. Again it goes to the different parts of the body, and different parts of the body again it comes back to the left part of the heart, right? So that is the systemic circulation which takes place between the heart and the different parts of the body. So we have stopped halfway the pulmonary circulation. That what happens here is, now from the left ventricle the deoxygenated blood will be pumped and will be carried by pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Okay, so there again what happens, the process, you know that what happens in the respiration video. You can watch it in detail. So that's it about the double circulations. Hope you have got it. What is double circulation, the different types, pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. So this is an important question. Along with that, there will be a tag question, that is describe what is double circulation and why is it necessary in humans, especially why is it necessary, so in mammals. So why double circulation is necessary here is mainly, especially in birds and the mammals, we are warm blooded. Hope you know that about the warm blooded, that we cannot vary our body temperature according to the environmental condition. So due to this, our energy requirement is very high. For the energy required to supplement the energy requirement, the double circulation is very important, which keeps the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood separate. So that is very important. In other organisms like fishes, amphibians, reptiles, their blood get mixed, but they don't need much of the energy, as they are cold blooded, they can maintain their body temperature. So birds and the mammals required their high energy, their energy requirement is very high. That's why oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood should be separated, and for that this double circulation is helpful, right? That's about the very important question about double circulation. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.